Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Hassinger, and I'm here to talk to you today about what good sleep actually looks like. I am a doctor of pediatrics and pediatric critical care and sleep medicine, and I work in Oshai Children's Hospital in the UBMD Pediatric Sleep Center, where we have a sleep lab for children and clinics where we diagnose, manage, treat, and educate about all the sleep problems that children might have from infancy all the way up to young adulthood. And I'm here today to talk about why we sleep and why getting a good night's sleep is so important. I mean, we've all been told since we were little kids, go to bed, get some sleep. And it's actually much more important than we realize. And that's because we do many things when we sleep that make us function during the day. And part of that is because we have multiple types of sleep. We have light sleep when we feel that we're falling and we're still halfway between awake and asleep. We can sometimes hear noise, but we know we're falling asleep. That's light sleep. And then we have deep sleep where we're out and we feel like we're hibernating there. And then, of course, we have dream sleep, which is when we start to go on our adventures at night. And these all serve a really important purpose. And we have to do them multiple times a night for our body and our brain to get ready for the next day. And there's actually changes that happen in our body when we're in those stages of sleep. So when we're falling asleep, we actually see our eye movements change. When we go into light sleep, our heart rate changes, our temperature changes, and we actually relax. It's fascinating what happens as we fall asleep. And deep sleep is one of my favorite stages of sleep because without it, our bodies would never work or grow or function for the next day. Because during deep sleep, we actually rest, grow, and repair. Our immune system repairs itself, our muscles heal, our heart rests. It's actually a very important stage of sleep that if we didn't have it, we wouldn't last more than a couple of days. Dream sleep is actually when our brain does all of its work for the next day. And in fact, dream sleep is so important that we actually have evidence that almost all animals dream, all the way down to bees and puppies and octopuses, because dreams are that important to the way that our bodies and our brains function. So in a healthy night's sleep, we actually go through all these stages multiple times. So you can see in this graph on the right, the orange bars are our dreams. And as the night goes on, we have more and more dreams and less deep sleep. And for that to happen, we should fall asleep within 30 minutes of getting into bed, and we should stay asleep until the morning. Or if we do wake up every once in a while to flip over, we shouldn't have more than 30 minutes total after we fall asleep when we're still awake. Unfortunately, believe it or not, most people should not have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Our bodies create signals to our kidneys and our bladder telling us to stop making urine until the morning. So most of the time, we actually shouldn't get out of bed. We should sleep all the way through the morning. And when we do wake up, it should be on our own after a dream ends, feeling very refreshed. We shouldn't need alarm clocks if we're following our normal internal clock and sleeping as much as our bodies want us to. We should wake up happy and not groggy or cranky, which is still how I wake up every morning. And we should be able to stay awake all day without needing to nap at all, unless, of course, you're 5 years old or younger. So what does good sleep look like and what does bad sleep look like in children? And I think the key part about this is that kids can't tell us that they wake up feeling refreshed. They can't tell us they had good dreams, and they can't tell us that they feel better. And so the best way to know if they have good sleep is to look for the signs of bad sleep. So if your child, or any child really, is having a bad sleep or a bad time at night, they'll actually stop napping early. They'll refuse to go to bed. They may not want to sleep alone because they're scared too, or they have troubles relaxing enough to fall asleep. It can take them a very long time to fall asleep. And even when they do, they may have trouble staying asleep and end up wetting the bed or being very restless when they're sleeping. These are all signs of unhealthy sleep in children. During the day, there's actually more symptoms of bad sleep than there is at night. Children who are not sleeping well can't focus, have trouble sitting still. They may have mood swings or get upset over little things that they don't even understand why they're upset. They may have problems with their memory. They may even have issues involving too much or too little appetite. We see things like delays in their talking, or walking. And you can even see things like recurrent infections, and specifically ear infections or throat infections and colds. These are all symptoms in a child of bad sleep, which is honestly the best way to look for good sleep as well. So in children, what we're looking for is an overall daytime function that shows us that they're functioning, they're happy, they can concentrate, and their sleep makes them feel better all day long. And it should occur at the same time every single night. So these are the keys to healthy, good sleep. So thank you for listening for my presentation on what good sleep looks like in you and your children. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us in the UBMD Pediatric Sleep Center. I'm Dr. Hassinger. Goodbye.